Okay, the first thing I think you need to ask yourself with regards to this question is, all of those people in your private Instagram page, would you invite them over to dinner and have them sit at a table with your child and be in your own home with your child? If no, then no, you shouldn't be sharing your child's images with them, because why do they, people who you wouldn't even have dinner with, why do they need to see your child? Your child is, first of all, they're their own human, they're their own person, and they have their own bodily autonomy, and we can't ask consent from our child if they're not old enough to understand informed consent. Second of all, if they are, then when we share photos on places like Instagram, we don't own those photos anymore, and Meta downloads them and keeps them and trains their AI models off of it. So any photo we share online is no longer ours. We don't own it anymore. So have a look at the blog called "Should I Be Sharing Photos of My Kids Online?" Or
Gabby Gonzalez, a social media influencer with almost 1 million followers, and her father, who's an attorney in Florida, were both arrested after they conspired to unalive the father of her child. So Gabby and Jack Avery have a 7-year-old daughter, and they're currently going through a bitter custody battle. So Gabby and her father, Francisco, came up with a plan to unalive Jack to get him out the picture, because they believe it's easier to spend $14,000 to hire a hitman than to continue with the custody battle. Well, Jack must have an angel looking over his shoulder, because the person that they ended up talking to try to hire to unalive Jack was an undercover police officer. And how they told the undercover officer they wanted him to do it was to use a car and hit Jack to make it seem like it was an accident. Maybe if y'all sat down like two adults and try to figure something else out instead of involving the courts, it might have been better for you instead of trying to plan to unalive somebody.
A solo días de comenzar el Mundial FIFA World Cup 2026, hice un tour por el ya casi listo Dallas Stadium en Arlington, Texas. Esta vez estuvo un poco restringido. Qué afortunados somos quienes vivimos en una de las 16 ciudades anfitrionas en Norteamérica. Recorrer nuevamente este estadio es algo que no puedo describir, es emocionantísimo. Ya la FIFA tiene el control total del estadio durante un estricto 60-day Stadium Lockout Window que va desde el 14 de mayo hasta el 21 de julio 2026. Lo tienen que arreglar para devolverlo justo a tiempo para la preparación de la NFL Preseason. El Dallas Stadium no se encuentra en Dallas, sino en Arlington, justo en el corazón de Arlington Entertainment District, a 23 minutos de Downtown Dallas. Tiene capacidad para más de 80,000 fans para partidos masivos de soccer con zonas de standing room. Además, cuenta con un icónico sistema de retractable roof, lo que significa que se puede abrir o cerrar por completo según el clima de Texas. El plan total de mejoras para cumplir con los estrictos estándares internacionales de la FIFA y modernizar las instalaciones recibió $1.3 billones. Esto incluyó elevar físicamente el terreno para el césped natural. El Press Box podría recibir a unos 3.500 periodistas acreditados. El primer kickoff se juega este Sunday, June 14, a las 3 p.m. Central Time, con el esperado partido entre Netherlands y Japón. También jugarán las selecciones de Argentina, Austria, Croacia, England, Jordan y Sweden. El tour por el Dallas Stadium ahora cuesta $60 y dura 90 minutos. Es algo diferente al de siempre y aquí vemos a la trionda. Las concesiones de comida están listas con lo más popular aquí, los nachos. Sígueme para parte 2 y sígueme para más del Mundial.
I'm driving right now and I'm sick in the head, and I was just thinking if I were to like get in an accident or have some sort of medical emergency, they would never be able to get my shoes off. Like, it took me a good 9 minutes to get these boots on. They're not coming off. They'd have to chop my legs. It'd be a double amputation in order to proceed with the care. So I guess if you're an EMS, how are you getting these shoes off? Like, how are you getting boots like tall boots that hardly fit over my fat calves. Are you cutting them? I don't even think you could get scissors between the leather and my skin. So yeah, I just need answers, I guess. I look so ridiculous in this hat. I'm on day 2 of pretending to be an influencer in Nashville for CMA week. I know I'm exhausted. I just wanted to shout out the actual influencer girlies and people who think that this isn't a job. This is definitely a fucking job, because I'm not doing shit except for showing up at free events and getting free drinks, and I'm tired. So I'm gonna stay at my corporate job. I'm gonna sit at my desk where I don't have to talk to anybody, and I give huge props to all of you actual influencer girlies. I just like posting on social media for fun, and I do enjoy the perks that come with it, but I could never be you. It is so much work, and I know you're working so hard, so good job.
The FIFA World Cup is coming in June, and San Francisco is feeling the fever. With hundreds of thousands of fans expected to descend on San Francisco and the Bay Area, the energy is just getting started. Huge thanks to Jose for the invite, because this is not your average watch party. At Hotel Nico, Mexico versus Belgium turns into a full-on match day experience. We're talking 4 screens, packed energy, drinks flowing, giveaways, and a crowd that truly lives every play. Fans, creators, and community all in one room. This is what the Bay Area is building. Don't just watch the game, be part of the atmosphere. Pull up and make some noise.